What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different stuff. One of them is going to be trying to see if we can diagnose whatever happened to my welding machine because it wouldn't arc anymore yesterday. So yeah, we're going to start with that. So first things first, let's offload this whole entire truck. All right, so in case you guys are wondering why I had all my equipment in the car, we were doing an exhaust at another shop yesterday, and we were only able to tag basically everything together. We couldn't finish it. The idea was to go over there and knock the whole entire thing out and go ahead and install it and leave it there. But unfortunately, our Everlast welding machine, like I said earlier, decided that she wasn't going to strike anymore. So the first thing that we are going to do is probably go in the office since I have AC in there. And as you guys can tell, I'm already sweating. And it's only 9 in the morning, 9:30, something like that. So first thing that I'm gonna do is turn that AC on because it's extremely hot. All right, so as you guys can tell, it is super nasty, super dusty, I guess. It's got metal dust all over the place. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up. Now, I'm not gonna show you guys how to do it. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube on how to open these machines up. All right, so as you guys can see, it is super dusty. I mean, this is crazy. I didn't really realize that it would get this dusty. I mean, it's crazy. Look at the buildup. That's crazy. And then there's supposed to be a gap right here in between these two units, and I guess there is. We may have to just kind of clean it up a little bit, though. I feel like there's just way too much dust. So let's hope that if we clean it, kind of everything gets back to normal. Because if not, it's gonna suck. This other side is just as dirty. I mean, there's just so much. Oh my god. So we're definitely gonna have to do this outside, even though the carpet is already dirty, but I'm not fixing to do that right here. So we're gonna take this thing outside very carefully and start the process of blowing everything very slowly. All right, so just so you guys know, I turned the compressor down and I was running way under that. I was actually running right around 30 or so. I turned it up at the very end just to kind of get the actual back fan cleaned up a little better, but I was running it very low, very close to about 30. There's a huge difference. I mean, look at this compared to how it was earlier. That's crazy. So I guess the first thing that we're gonna do is put everything back together. Now that everything is clean, I don't want to move anything. I was thinking about readjusting that, but honestly, it looks pretty good. So I think what I'm gonna do is leave that on there, and that's it. See if it works. Hopefully that did the trick. All right, the whole entire process took maybe 30 minutes. So now everything is cleaned out. I still got to hit the back a little bit, but we're gonna connect everything and see what happens. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it together. We're gonna do it on the quickness. All right, now that it's ready, let's go test it out. All right, guys, so the problem that I was having was that I couldn't just arc and go. I was having to literally touch the part, like touch it and rub the part. I set it up to, all the three options that we had, and nothing was working for me. So we're gonna see if this took care of that after cleaning out the whole entire unit. I'm just gonna try to strike a few times and see what happens. All right, so it's definitely arcing. So now we're gonna try to actually weld something really fast, just to make sure that we are good to go. I'm gonna use this piece of scrap metal that is laying around. It's probably dirty, but it's all right. This is just a test run. the trick. That did the trick. We are back. So, with that being said, guys, if you guys are having issues with your Everlast not striking, you know, having issues getting it started, to where, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I switched the ground, you know how the very end sometimes get really rotted or whatever you want to call. So I cut that capper, I put a brand new ending on it. It didn't do anything. It was literally the same exact issue. The other thing that I did was, you know, obviously I checked all my connections to make sure that everything was properly set up. I checked my argon, even though that wouldn't have anything to do with it because it's not striking. It's not like the weld was even happening. So that was my main thing. So as you guys can see, it was literally the machine being extremely dusty with crazy metal shavings, and that was obviously my fault because I keep it very close to my cutting devices and I'd be grinding on the bench a lot, and you know, first time that ever happened to me. So sometimes it's just as simple as maintaining your equipment. I'm glad that I took like an hour to basically open this machine up and do a good cleaning on it. I feel like it's gonna be a lot better. So now I'm super hyped because I actually get to weld some stuff today and get to finish that exhaust for the ports that I was doing yesterday that I couldn't finish because of the machine failure. Now, obviously, like I said, it wasn't the machine. It was just me not cleaning it out properly and maintaining the equipment. But here's the exhaust that we were working on yesterday. So the goal for the weekend, today's Saturday, the goal for the weekend is to finish this bad boy for Monday and to finish Larry's car.